Good evening and welcome to the Real for Life podcast with Jesse and Joe coming at you on just another dark.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, that's the way we should have started it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have the energy. It's dark here in the morning. It's dark at about 4:30, and it's rain in between.
Well, we're in the PNW, dude. That's what it does.
Yeah, so like you want to be cool and be active, but instead you're probably a good 7 deep today, just
Yeah.
throughout the day, because there's nothing to do but grab a nice hoppy beer
Yeah.
and do nothing.
But it comes quick.
Yeah, it's getting thick real quick. Yeah, for sure. How was Big Barn?
It was good. I only had 2 beers this time. It was good for me.
That is pretty good. Is am. We
3 before I went to Big Barn, but Big Barn I only had 2.
Parker is like basically kind of like us doing nothing, but he's a kid. So like we have to do something to keep him active.
Yeah.
So I did my customary every Sunday 2-mile run. I still do that. No, definitely not humble bragging there at all. And but no,
he also does CrossFit and
yes,
was vegan at one point.
I was vegan for like a couple months, bro.
Are you from Portland? I didn't know that. Keep going.
I'm not from Portland. I would never have been vegan had I not moved to Portland.
No shit.
Yeah. And we all have to learn lessons. Sometimes we have to learn them the hard way. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So we wanted to do something active with Parker. So we went to an indoor pickleball place. And it's just a bunch of pickleball courts.
Mm-hmm.
And you rent the court for an hour.
So
it's me, Con, and Parker. He did much better than I thought he would. But I'm sitting there like, there's 3 of us. So obviously it's me versus those 2. And I'm just hitting nice controlled shots. One to her, one to him, one to her. Yeah, the voice comes up, the hand comes out. Like, no, not that. But, and I'm just sitting there just really wanting to just, roll the toe and hit a heater down the center like the old Jesse Lewis #1 singles player, junior varsity. And just like in tennis, obviously we didn't play pickleball, but we played it in PE.
Right.
And it came right back, dude.
Like, but Jam Mike opened the pickleball court at his house.
So I at that time, that was past me hanging out with them.
Oh, yeah. He tore down the fucking sand volleyball court.
Yeah, because he started hanging out with that Jeannie chick who was like #1 in the world females.
Yes, and then did a pickleball court.
Yeah.
And you can't fuck with players on pickleball. You can't.
There's something about the sound and the dexterity feel of the pickleball thing that's like, I don't know. It's kind of cooler than tennis.
Yeah, it's fun.
You don't have to run as much, too.
Name drop right there. So if anybody wants to Google Jan Michael Gamble, I played him in pickleball.
Yeah, how'd you do there, Joe?
Yeah, I got smoked.
Dude, there were a couple shots.
Tori would smoke us both in table tennis.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, ping pong, you can't fuck with those kids. Like
no.
It was a different game.
Dude, I tried to take like take one good shot today. You know the forehand where you like roll your foot over and drag your pinky toe just over the top? Yeah. Pretty sure I mildly sprained my ankle. But I hit it right in the corner. It was a cherry of a shot. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
So, but that's all we did active today. Do you have a list?
I have 2.
You've never had more than 2. You always say it like, oh, I don't have that many this week. Like,
Okay, one is I can't say. The subject is commercial appropriation.
Okay.
And the other one is bathroom fans,
Bathroom fans.
like the fan that runs in the bathroom.
You know what? Let's start with race. Let's just get right into it. What appropriation are you seeing, sir?
Okay, so we can all agree, and if you can't, you should not listen to us. Commercials have gone down this weird road of like somehow an Asian woman and a black male can give birth to a Hawaiian.
Yeah. So I did this as a point to my wife. I said, I want you to watch the next 10 commercials and just knowing that black people make up 13% of the population. So on the generous side, black women make up 7% of the population. Therefore, if we watch 10 commercials, we should see one, and even that's on the generous side because that would be 10% representation. We
Right.
should see one commercial that starts with a black female. It was 6
Right.
of them, though. 6 of the 10 started with a black female.
You watch it.
Nothing wrong with it.
This is in the
But-
punchline, but like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just gone
No.
down this crazy road of people that would never even get married together, having children that should not even exist.
You know what, though? It's honestly, their hands are tied on that, Joe. The Screen Actors Guild, the union, passed rules that said you have to have an equal amount of representation, not only on screen, but also in the writing room.
So here's
of
the
all these
commercial.
different racial things.
Here's the commercial I watched.
Mhm.
It was Wingstop.
I mean, if we're talking about wings,
They were all black, all of them.
Okay, come on.
Like, this is more racist than any other commercial ever. All of them were black. The waitress, the entire family, all of them were black. And I'm like, dude, this is more fucked up than anything else. Like, should they just eat watermelons at this point? Like,
Here's the thing. I
like,
appreciate it when we're honest
racist.
about stereotypes. Like,
right.
I
This
like
is
it when a good stereotype goes.
only
Only when,
ever.
yeah, only when it's for comedic purposes, though.
Right. But
it's okay to have an all Asian show or an all whatever show. But in those shows, you never have like the token white guy, right?
it'd be funnier if Wingstop did a commercial with all white people.
Yeah.
Right. They'd be like, that doesn't even make sense.
I
Dude,
mean, I mean, I don't know. I think, you know, when you're advertising.
Google the commercial, all black people. I'm not against
Okay.
that. I'm just saying with this commercial thing we're doing right now, with every race in every commercial, Wingstop.
It was odd to see all one race in a commercial.
It was 100% black people. I'm like, dude, this is more racist than anything else.
Yeah. But I mean, if we're keeping it 100, if we're keeping it real, I fully support that. And the reason is because actually I might be racist saying that. Damn it. Okay, tell me if I'm racist. By the way, if you have to ask, it's a yes. But if the goal in advertising is to reach your target demographic, then I mean that's what you want. Like if I'm fucking advertising for New Balance shoes, I'm going with an overweight old white guy. I mean, that's just standard. Right?
But that's
He's definitely
racist.
Wearing like
that's racist. Now
white socks.
It would be a 25-year-old Asian wearing New Balances and Jinkos.
Yeah, that's also a solid target demographic that they're going for. New customers. Yes, I get it. But I don't know. I just think if you're in marketing, then you want to go towards your target demographic. Now, if you do not have a target demographic, then it fully makes sense to go with a multicultural whatever commercial, even if it doesn't make sense. I would like to get to a point where we just be like, maybe we target towards women or towards men, but we just leave the race part out of it. You
Yeah,
know?
or just
Which
hire
maybe that's what they're doing
actors.
by having a multicultural family.
Maybe, but maybe just hire actors that
Based
fit the
on
part.
merit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a weird concept.
We talk about advertising, and that was one of the things on my list as well, because I found the best Mexican restaurant. So Tana's work had their work Christmas party dinner thing, whatever. And they had this new Mexican restaurant that we have over here that read the book. You know how me and you always say, if you're going to own a coffee stand or a bar, just hire hot chicks.
It's
That's
hard to
it.
do. It's hard to
Like,
do.
I know it's hard to do, but like if you want to sell stuff, you hire hot chicks. That's just standard. So this Mexican restaurant was just full of like the best version of the chola, the 90s chola. Like it was
Loopy,
insane.
heavy eyeliner.
Every single one of these chicks could have been a millionaire with an OnlyFans account. Like every girl that worked there was like hand tattoos, little bit of neck tattoo action, but like a hard body. Like maybe they spent some time in Colombia, saw the doctor, little lipo here, little lipo there, take some here, add some there.
Get
It's all
enchilada
natural.
or
It's
some
just not from the
cocaine.
natural
You go
place.
both ways.
I'm just saying, every one of them was a knockout. At a normal, like it's an upscale Mexican restaurant for sure. Like this is the place you're going to on Friday night. A lot of old white dudes with like acid wash jeans and white belts, if you know what I'm saying.
Ugh. Sounds like
Yeah.
Portland.
Suburbs of Portland, which is exactly what it is.
That doesn't
But
exist here.
the point is the dude that owns the restaurant understood the assignment. Okay. I'm going to give you another example, Joe. Sorry to take over your topic, but this is a Real for Life podcast and I am who I am. So I recently got tires for the truck, right? So I'm like, I usually always go to the same discount tire. And this time I was like, I'm going to go to Discount Tire in Oregon City because I can get an appointment there quicker and it's closer to my house and I can go to Home Depot while I'm waiting. It's in the same parking lot. This is a win-win, right? So I go there and I'm in a line and there's two counters. One of them is like the standard guy you would see working. It was basically Buzz, right?
Okay.
A young version of Buzz. The other counter was like, I don't know that she's a single mom, Joe, but she looked like just the super cute, super hot single mom who's just waiting for the right guy to come along. Like really hot.
All right.
My wife's
So
been ignoring me a lot lately. Can you tell?
yeah. So Monday morning at Winco. Got it.
Right. Yeah. So this anyway. So I'm it's my turn in line and it's the guy's counter. And I literally looked at him and was like, "No, I'm going to wait." And I let the guy behind me go in front of
Oh,
me.
Jesus Christ.
Total fucking creeper move. The girl totally knew that I was just trying to get to her counter. So I get over there. I went in with a plan to buy tire A, got upsold to tire B. Not sure how I got upsold so easily.
On
But,
tires, especially from you.
Oh yeah, totally. And I was like, no problem. Yeah, we'll go with the pricier ones. Big balling up in here. How you doing, by the way? And so here's the funny part, Joe. I buy the tires. I go on about my day.
The funny part is you spent $1,000 more for a smile.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a
Yeah.
good smile. So come home to my lovely family. Anyway, the next day I'm at the bus stop and like the dudes in my neighborhood, like we all have like hoodies that say Wenzel Park Men's Club. It's like a total bro club. Like couple cops, couple, finance guys, whatever. It's a great fucking neighborhood. So I'm down at the corner with Jason and AJ and I was like, "Oh, dude, you gotta, dude, if you, next time you guys need tires, you gotta go to Oregon City. Jason's like, oh, did you go see Hannah? I was like, what? And then AJ's like, oh yeah, Hannah, dude. Everybody knows about Hannah. Like, so every motherfucker in this town is buying tires from this chick. She's like a known thing. I reached out to Jeff. You know Jeff, tall Jeff.
Like, yep.
You know tall Jeff, right?
Yeah.
I tell Jeff about the story. He's like, oh, you went and saw Hannah? It's like, fuck. Everybody knows. I don't know how I was in the dark about this.
Dude, me and my dad had this conversation probably, 15 years ago. We're talking, okay, so we ran a plumbing wholesale company.
Mm-hmm.
For the listeners, we're part of a plumbing wholesale company.
Joe literally laid a ball out of pipe.
And we were looking for counter managers. And me and my dad both were like, you have to get a hot chick running the counter. Because you're not going to complain on weights. You're not going to complain on pricing. You're not going to complain at all. You're just waiting to talk to the girl to sell you plumbing parts.
And as a guy, you don't want to haggle price because then they'll think you're poor.
And all that as well. Every guy that's buying shit from that counter is already working for another company.
Mm-hmm.
So they're already on the clock to be there to buy parts. So you give them free donuts and a hot chick to sell them plumbing parts. No complaints.
Yeah.
It's a very simple structure. Coffee stands have figured this out. It's very silent figure out, but it's a figured out.
Yeah, society has really gone away from appreciating what hot chicks bring to the economy.
Yeah.
Half of our economy is due to hot chicks. Gross GDP goes down
with
as soon as the feminist movement goes up. You know?
Well, they have AC now. You've seen that, right?
What's that?
Where the spectrum of equal rights of women and men,
right?
Where men were up here for a long time. But as soon as AC came into the office, women were like, oh, and they challenged men. It was about the 70s, and there was air conditioning in offices. Before that, we're talking thousands of years when we had like hunt and work. But as soon as there's air conditioning in offices, women were like, oh, I want to work.
Yeah, equal rights.
Right. Now.
You know, unless it's for like bricklaying, plumbing, sewage, electricians, literally anything other than an office job that pays a lot of money.
You've seen TikTok, you've seen all the videos. The biggest ones are girls with low-cut shirts working on cars.
Dude, I tell my wife this all the time. If you want to be a chick and get rich, and this is why I wish, just one more reason why I wish I was a hot chick. Life is so fucking easy. If you're a hot chick and you're poor, you're just a fucking moron. Like,
yeah,
because all you have to do is be maybe a 7, like a 6.5, arguably
5.
And all you have to do is be into like a dude's hobby, and you've got it made. Like all these chicks that play video games make so much money on their stupid Twitch accounts. Or like if you're
me,
jelly beans.
Yeah,
jelly
she's
beans.
not that cute.
No, terrible boob job.
She was just fucking showed a video with her and Dana White.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, obviously she's a millionaire now. She did a video with Dana White.
Oh, she's a multimillionaire. Yeah. You know that what's her name? Sarah Rain? Something Rain.
Sophie Rain.
Sophie Rain. The Sophie Rain one is confusing to me because in the face, she looks about 19, which supposedly she is 19 or 20.
Yeah, she's
but her body looks like she's like a washed up 35. Like she just like she's never gone to the gym. She just really matured really early. It's a weird body type. Anyway,
The point is, girls can make money so much easier than guys because guys are stupid.
I don't understand who pays for porn.
I have no idea.
There's so much free porn out there. Who the fuck is paying for it? You know how much Sophie Rain made last year? Last year, Joe. Take a guess.
10 million.
42 million, Joe.
Oh my God.
$42 million.
So when we opened our business, our accountant said, we opened a bar. Our accountant was like, all bars fail, blah, 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 blah. But you only fail for 8 reasons. I was like, what are the reasons? I don't remember all 8, but I'm going to list them off as best my memory serves me. Gambling.
Yeah, big money.
Adultery. Porn. It's like, wait, what? Porn? And she's like, yeah, it's expensive. I was like, it's free. She's like, not if you're an addict. I was like, I watch a lot of porn, so porn was one. Gambling. I'm falling off really quick. I used to list 6, but there was like 8 reasons. But basically, it was like, don't cheat on your wife. Stop with the porn. Oh, alcohol obviously was one. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was like, but the porn, like, porn's fucking free.
Well, the only reason I know how much that Sophie chick made was because they were talking about it on the Drinking Bros. And apparently she called out this one guy by name who gave her $4.2 million.
Oh my God.
Like for private messages, private pictures, whatever. And I'm sure they had lengthy conversations, and he probably truly knows her at this point. But $4.2 million for a fucking Instagram chick? What are we doing? And why can't I get in on it?
Because we're broke.
Yeah, I can't even like. So they say the intro to chicks doing porn is feet pics. Now, I don't know which guys are into feet pics because it's definitely not me. I couldn't even do that. My feet look terrible. I have no avenue to make money in this arena.
I think I have good looking feet, but my wife and my kids always say how ugly my feet are. I was like, decent looking feet. What are you talking about?
Bad feet, incredibly average cock.
So, true statement. About a week ago, we were leaving a bar, me and my wife. We were talking about blowjobs. Nice.
Warming it up. Planting the seed.
Right. And she's like, no, I'm not tonight. I was like, okay, cool. Would it be cool? And we've had this conversation. If I went to a salon and just paid to get a blowjob.
I would be headed straight for divorce with that question.
Okay, well, I thought it was an honest question. She got really mad.
I don't understand why.
Don't understand why either.
It meant nothing.
It meant nothing. It's just an action. No, she got so mad at me. I was like, okay, sorry. I thought we were somewhere else in our relationship.
I mean, I said hypothetically.
Yeah, I said that. Maybe if.
Can't get mad. I said, no offense. Yeah, but then you called me a fucking asshole. Yeah, but I said no offense first.
So I got shut down.
Oh, man. I honestly, like, chicks.
But truly,
it's like they do that when you start dating them.
Massage.
And then you get married and they don't want to do it anymore.
For like her back from a dude, right? So she gets a solid massage from a dude.
Yeah.
I just want a massage. I'm not having sex.
Yeah, but you want a massage on your penis.
Great, but it's the same muscle. It's all muscle. What's the difference?
There's a double standard there because there's a difference between, because with that muscle, it's still on the outside, right?
There's no
penetration. You penetrate, it's just a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Now that being said, if that male masseuse was massaging your wife's breastises. Would that be weird?
No, I'm good with it.
Just a muscle
It's just muscle.
underneath.
Until it inserts, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Just saying, it's a massage. Girls
Oh.
get massages all the time. Why can't guys?
Now, hold on now.
Say this full disclosure that my wife listens to every episode.
Hold on now. What if your wife is doing the massaging?
Oh, that would be the goal.
No. On somebody else. It's just a muscle.
Oh, yeah, that's a solid point. Is she making money?
Oh, it was solid until she was done.
How much did you make?
I better get my Gators bitches better be wearing rubbers.
She made like $1,000 and she jerked off some dude. I'd be good with it.
I mean, once again, as long as there's no penetration, and
Right.
I count the mouth as
You
penetration.
have to be in the massage room.
Hold on. I count the mouth as penetration though.
Yes, 100%.
But a nice old fashioned,
Right.
if it's strictly for money,
In the massage room. Not like your house, not like in the back seat of a car. In a professional environment
no.
where you paid money for to have a massage.
You're like where you're using Purell afterwards.
Yes.
Very sterile. Yes.
All right.
I get that.
Second note. I don't even remember my second note is. Oh, this is back. All right. Bathroom fans.
Okay.
Okay. So we call them fart fans, if you know.
I did
You
not know
the
that.
plumbing world call them fart fans. So when you go to the bathroom, you hit the fan, turns on,
Mhm.
blah, blah, blah. You do your business.
Right.
Okay. So over the years, they've slowly made them quieter because they're so loud.
You want them loud.
This is my point. Thank you.
Yes.
So over the years, they've made them quieter and quieter because they're so loud. I'm building a new bathroom.
Looks great, by the way.
It looks very nice. Thank you. Put in this new awesome fan that is like, you can't even tell it's on. You hit the button, you're like, I actually had to look into the vent to see if it was spinning. It is that quiet.
That's useless.
It's terrible.
Most
It's
of those
terrible.
fans don't even take smell out.
Dude,
The whole point of the fan is so that they can't hear you basically giving birth to a demon baby.
Hey, I ate pizza Friday night, and I never eat pizza. Oh, Saturday, I'm in the bathroom, summoning the demons with this quiet ass fan on, and it's just like it's basically Dumb and Dumber holding the seat. It was terrible. And my wife was like, "I heard that." I'm like, "I know you did. I know you heard it." It was terrible.
Yeah.
Bring back the loud bathroom fans.
Or just get it. Now you're going to have to buy a noise machine for the bathroom.
No, just buy the fan that is like loud
Yeah,
as
it's dual
fuck.
purpose. It shields the noise, and you know it's actually doing something.
Right.
Yeah. So went to the gym yesterday in the morning to CrossFit, as we all know that I do.
Yeah,
And
you're important. You're vegan. Right. What else did you do that was gay?
Oh, man. I think that's it, right? I rode a fixed gear bike for a while.
I love my fixie.
I thought it was fun, but I did it while wearing tight jeans.
I actually just talked about your sevens the other day, or actually an hour ago.
Best $300 I ever spent.
Yeah, I love those jeans.
Yep, those are good jeans. Those were my first jeans.
Because he gave me those jeans because he outgrew them.
Yep.
And I wore them for years, and I blew out the crotch. I was so upset because they were just on the last thread. Those pants lasted 10 years, but they were the most comfortable jeans I've ever had. I didn't pay for them. Jesse paid for them. They were great.
Those were basically like a bra for your ass.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Like, those were my first date jeans. That was back when Christy was speaking to me. She took me to a denim bar, is what they call them. And
That's
like, you pick out your pair of sevens or whatever you're getting, and they will literally tailor them to you. Hence the $300 price tag.
yeah,
And these
they were
things
great.
fit fucking good. So anyway, but then I outgrew them.
I actually
In
still
the front.
have them.
I have pants that I've like worn out the crotch area because it can only rub so much. I've taken them to the dry cleaners and had them like sew in new denim right there. You can do that.
My point being, I still have those pants.
Nice.
I don't
I
think
wonder if I could fit in them. I don't think I could fit. So where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So I'm at the gym and it's a partner workout. We're like, you do 10 pull-ups, they do 10 pull-ups, blah, 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 blah. Well, we get to this one set where you have to do 50 thrusters. You know what a thruster is, right?
no.
You got the barbell in the front rack. You do a full squat, and then you stand up and you push the bar all the way overhead. It's a terrible movement. Picture doing 50 of them at 95 pounds.
Is that a clean?
Well, no, a clean is when you pick it up. Like in a thruster, you already have the bar in the front rack position, right? Like you're doing a front squat. So you do a front squat, and then when you're coming up, you push the bar to where you're standing straight up with the barbell overhead.
Military press with a squat.
Correct. So I do a couple, and I was already feeling a little weird going into this because I had like a pretty big coffee in the morning with a couple shots of Irish cream. So I had coffee and alcohol in the same drink, which is not a good combination for going into a full squat. I had to leave the workout, Joe. I literally I felt I sharted. Yes.
Happens.
A very small one. Very, very, it didn't even reach the underwear, but I could feel the viscosity between the cheeks. Right. So, so I dropped the barbell. I look at Jeff who's just standing there and I just give him like this blank look. And then I just walk off. I'm gone. I'm gone for 5 minutes. And I come in and of course everybody in the fucking gym's like, what happened? Did you get injured? I was like, I mean, kinda. Like, and then Paul's like, my guess was it shit yourself. And I was like, bingo. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. I'm glad I could bring that up on this podcast to live forever.
Everybody sharts.
Mm-hmm. One of my topics this week. Well, first, before we get to a topic, I watched a movie. And me and you during the holiday seasons, we enjoy a good rom-com or two. So
the holiday.
I'm going through the fucking
Love
Hallmark
Actually.
movies right now. Yep.
Hallmark.
So I watched a new one. Oh yeah, we're going hardcore. These movies are so terrible, dude.
They're so bad. I don't do Hallmark.
So bad. Oh yeah, we watched one last night called Hot and Frosty. It's about a snowman that comes to life as a really hot dude for this. Once again, the chick who's trying to make fetch happen. Same chick.
Was she on heroin? The same chick?
Same chick that tried to make fetch happen. She's the chick in this. Here's a constant in every fucking Hallmark movie. First of all, the fact that there's all these 30-something-year-olds that somehow are fucking beautiful, rich, and somehow still single, it's fucking bullshit. Right? But there's always a widow. Every one of these movies, either the guy or the girl is a widow. And I don't know if that's some weird fucking suburb wife fantasy, but there's always a widow involved. It can't just be
for the hot girl to be single.
Right.
So it would make sense if life just prevailed.
Mm-hmm. So this other movie, the one I was going to bring up, it's called Love Hard. And I kind of want you to watch it because I want your take on it. Because it's this chick that lives in LA. and she basically gets paid to write a vlog on this internet magazine called like Influence or some bullshit like that. Anyway, she works in a fucking LA office and she writes a column about all the bad dates she goes on all these online dating things. And of course, she's like, you're fucking perfect. Maybe she's part Latina, maybe Greek, like perfect olive skin. Yes.
Yes, I
And
love this movie. And
he's a great comedian.
Yeah, and he catfishes her.
Yes.
Love that
he
movie.
catfishes her. It's a fucking great movie.
It's a fucking great movie.
And here's the point, because me and you rail, we're such bitches, dude.
So
we
pathetic.
are fucking, we're gay. We're definitely not straight. So,
no, he catfishes her, and they fall in love because he chooses his best friend's picture as the catfish.
Right. Well, the guy that used to be his best friend.
Right.
But then he got cool.
I was literally Googling it. And I was like, no, I know this movie already.
Oh, dude, that chick, though, she is like the ultimate. She's not hot.
She's
just so fucking cute.
No, that's a fucking great movie.
There's a couple points in the movie where I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to hate this. Because she's like, where she's like vegan, but she goes out with Tad. Of course, his name's Tad.
Tad. Yeah, that's.
And she's like, gonna eat meat, and she's going through her whole spiel, and I'm like, this fucking woke bullshit, but I didn't mind it. And then she's talking about how much she hates that fucking song Cold Outside, which pisses me off because that's just how people flirted in the 50s.
Right.
It's how people flirted. But when they do the fucking song, I didn't fucking mind it, because coming from that Korean dude, like, he did a good job. That dude totally fucking crushed that role. Because he looked like a kind of a nerdy Korean dude, but like the way he talked, very suave.
Yeah, dude, I love that movie.
No, absolutely not. I don't fucking see it happening. I also really liked the part where she was like, where he tried to accuse her of being like racist because he's Asian. And she's like, I fucked a Chinese guy once. He was awesome. And she just, and that made me happy because Asian guys get the short end of the stick a lot of the time. It's not fair.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
no,
dude.
really
Dude, we are the fucking worst.
Is that the first time you've seen that movie?
Yes. And here's the worst part. I was going to watch that or Expendables 4. I chose that.
It's a good movie.
Well, to be fair, part of the reason I picked the fucking movie was because Tana was there. And I get pissed about this all the time because women always want to say in the movie you're going to watch, even though they only watch the first 5 minutes.
No,
and then they're either on the phone or they're fucking off doing something else.
Here's the issue. They don't watch the first 5 minutes where it's character development.
Yup.
And then they watch the fucking 10 minutes to 20 minutes and then they're lost and then they give up.
Oh, it's so aggravating. It's just like, and what I need to start doing, I can't believe I haven't done it yet, is just play the movie that they want to watch and just change the movie after 5 minutes and they won't even notice.
Here's our issue. We're going to watch it.
Well, yeah. Once I start a movie,
we're going to watch the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Have you ever, like, there's people that will start a movie and then just be like, I'll finish it tomorrow.
No, I can't.
I can't fucking do that.
That's why I hate Dateline. Katie loves Dateline. And it's not that I hate Dateline. It's because I have to watch the entire fucking thing. Because I need to figure out what the fuck happened.
Yes.
So she'll watch it to go to sleep. And I'm like, you just ruined it. So I'll be up for 3 hours watching fucking Dateline. And she's in the corner. I'm like, fuck. How did he kill his sister?
With the Love Hard movie, I had to do that.
Right.
Because I have to wake up at 6 a.m. now. So we got right to the scene where, of course, his older brother's always trying to upstage him. So they sing the song. And then the brother's like, oh, we're pregnant, by the way. And then he proposes. And I'm like, well, she's definitely turning him down. That's where I had to turn it off. And the whole day at work, like I literally made mistakes in people's health care because I was too busy thinking about how the fuck is this movie going to end. People could have died. That's what I'm saying. You can't just start a movie and not finish it. People's lives could be in danger.
Oh my God, we are gay because we watch so many rom-coms. It's stupid.
They're
the
easy to
best.
watch. And they always have hot chicks.
Yeah. So did you finish
have no reason to be single. What's that?
You finished the movie.
Oh, I fucking finished it, and I'll be watching it again very soon. Hot and
With
Frosty, I don't think I'll watch again.
With that said, so we went out last night and we watched Red One.
Is that like a Star Wars? Oh, no, that's the one with Chris Evans and The Rock.
Yes.
And they're like superheroes for Santa.
Yes.
I don't picture that being very good.
It was so good.
Really?
It was so good. For a Christmas movie, for a Christmas movie, and for a rock movie. So
Rock can be funny when he wants to be.
He always needs the sidekick to be funny.
Yes, 100%.
Right. So Chris Evans is a sidekick to be funny. So it's Chris Evans is the main character in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good. I was shocked.
Is it like inappropriate?
No, not at all.
Damn it. I can't go see it in the theater if I can't take Parker.
Not at all offensive. It's really good. Take Parker.
But you just said it's not kid appropriate.
I thought you said, is it offensive?
Oh, no. But it's child appropriate.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Because Parker's in this new phase where apparently I'm not allowed to cuss around him. Like most times kids cuss and you're supposed to get mad at them.
Okay. So I need to come over to set a balance on cussing.
Yeah, because my wife is taking his side and she's like, well, you really should watch your cussing. And I'm like, honey, I'm a grown ass man.
Thank you.
Like, this is how I talk. Like, this is going to be the trauma that because, you know, every kid thinks that they had and we're no better, but every kid says that they had the worst upbringing ever and their parents were traumatizing them. His is going to be, oh, my father cussed a lot and he fucking drink beer sometimes all the time.
Tana literally had the worst upbringing of anybody we could ever talk about.
No, she had a solid upbringing. It was just stereotypical kind of strict Asian
but her
household.
Family did.
Yeah. Her folks. Yeah. I mean, Third World War. Yeah.
Right. But now she's conscious of the word fuck or shit.
Well, around the kids, yes. And I, like you, I don't have filter for like, so like that time we were in Bend and we're at a bar and I come outside and there's a kid literally sitting on the hood of my car. And he's like a 10-year-old. And there's a group of kids and one of them's just sitting on the hood of my car. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Yes. And my wife's like, you can't cuss at kids. And I'm like, somebody needs to cuss at this fucking kid. The fuck is he thinking?
Fire in the face.
Yes. And the kid's mom came up and fucking yelled at me. And I'm like, you're in a bar while your kid's outside sitting on other people's vehicles. You have no room to stand on this. And I also love Oregon that it was the wife that came and yelled at me. Didn't see a fucking husband inside on that one, by the way.
Yeah, that's the issue of the world right now.
Yeah. Entitled liberal women.
I'm going to say liberal. I just get the fuck off your ass and parent your children.
Yeah.
Left and right.
Like me and Tana, we barely parent our child. He's a free range kid. Okay. But for some reason, I think the reason we don't get on him is because he's just like a good fucking kid. Like it's gonna
implode one day.
I mean, and I'm sure it will. But right now, like just the fact that he's like,
he's gonna have purple hair.
Is bad. Like, you would think
Like,
if it were
fuck
me,
you, Dad.
yeah, go on.
I identify as something you have never even thought about.
But if my parents were cursing, I'd be like, well, I guess it's okay for me to curse too. And I would start doing it until I got in trouble for it. He's the exact opposite. He just naturally knows you're not supposed to curse. And dad, you probably shouldn't curse around me. Where the fuck does
Yeah,
that come from?
so okay. My kid, I cuss. My wife cuss a lot. So my kid now, Jalen specifically, Carter
Mhm.
not as much, says fuck a lot. And every time I'm like, sometimes it's funny. It's for a joke factor.
Mhm.
But when it's not a joke factor, I'm like, bro, like, he's 16. So, like, how do you. I'm like trying to parent him on not cussing, but we cuss.
Like, you don't go straight to a nuclear missile. You got to pepper in some shits and some dams. You can't go
Right.
straight to the F word.
Right.
You're taking away the impact.
I know he doesn't do it at school. I know that. Because his school record's amazing. But I'm like, dude, you stop cussing around your mom? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, when you're underage, I mean, it's kind of like, okay, let's say it this way. I actually think it's good to curse around your kids because your kids, and make sure you nail in there. Yeah, I curse a lot. You can too when you're 18. When you're 18. Because when you turn 18, you're going to do something, right? You're going to, and you can't take cussing off the table. So, like, if he's not allowed to cuss, that's what he's going to do when he's 18. Now,
Right.
if he's already allowed to cuss and you already allow him to drink a beer once in a while, he's going to get a fucking tattoo.
Right.
You know?
All of a sudden they're
So,
doing black tar heroin, and you're like,
next
fuck,
thing you
what
know,
the
they're
hell?
doing black tar heroin. He's living a fucking van down by the river. Yeah.
Right. So what's the cutoff?
I don't know. I think ass is okay. Huh?
Have you ever done acid?
No.
That was terrible.
No, dude, I don't mess with anything that's gonna, like I said, I have got way too many demons in my head. I don't want to go to a dark
Beer
place.
and
I don't
soup.
want to know what's in my head. I don't want to go there. It's bottled down deep and it's gonna fucking stay there. Okay? We're not letting them out. Mm-hmm. So I mean I had one more, but I think I'll save it because it's a good topic and it's gonna take a while. And I think I need new headwear for this topic.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing my steel chainsaw hat.
Do you
So
own a steel chainsaw?
it's literally the only reason I own a steel chainsaw is because I wanted this hat, Joe. And
Did you cut it out of
I,
a tree?
I didn't want to be a poser.
Did you cut it out of a Christmas tree or an actual tree?
So I wanted a chainsaw because we go overlanding. And when we go camping, it's just easier to cut up a fallen down tree than to bring firewood, right? So I was going to get an electric chainsaw because it's less moving parts, less to break, whatever. But I wanted the hat, Joe. So I got a nice 2-stroke gas motor steel chainsaw.
What's the blade?
I think it's 14.
Okay.
It's respectable. It's a
Well,
decent
it's
chainsaw.
respectable on your point. It's respectable on your point. If you said like a 28, then I'm like, that's embellishing. But it's respectful on your point of why you bought it.
Well, I'm a weak man in many areas, but one thing I'm not is a poser. So I literally didn't wear the hat until I had actually used the chainsaw to, yes, cut down a Christmas tree. So, but that's the reason why I don't wear the Bass Pro hat because I don't fish.
Yeah. True. I don't fish either.
So I actually do have the Bass Pro hat, but I don't wear it very often. It's a cool hat. But yeah, you can't.
I'm losing my mind.
You're, and we'll cover this in the next podcast. So listeners, just
All right.
tune in for the next one. But your headwear is very important as to who you are. Huh?
Nothing.
I'm not a poser.
No, you're not, because you use your chainsaw.
Damn right. At least once a year. Some man shit.
Fuck. All right.
All right. For the listeners out there, if you would like to get your topic talked about here on the podcast, we did have one responder. It was that Katie gal. I can't remember what she said, but I think we need to have her on. She wanted to come on as a guest just to call out all the lies and bullshit that we say. I don't think she'd be able to have much to say, though.
No, she says I'm full of shit. It's crazy.
We're not.
No.
I mean, whatever you're saying, it was enough to get her
riled
to
up.
marry you. So obviously she bought it up till now. Oh man. At any rate, you can email. What's our email again? real4lifepodcast@gmail.com. That's real, the number 4, life@gmail.com. Till next time, this is Jesse and Joe on the Real for Life podcast. We'll see you next time. God damn it, my mouse is dead again. There it is. All right, wait for it. Stop recording.
Are you trying to end every time on an old man standpoint?